for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They're close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same. A big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Julio Jones, the league's leading receiver, 9 catches, 174 yards in Week 7. He continued his hot ways.
I think he continues to get better and better at his craft. He's not simply beating people with his incredible athleticism. He's become a better route runner. He's craftier at setting people up. And if it's a 50-50 ball in the air,
good luck.
Yeah, good luck getting it away from Julio Jones. He is so explosive.
Again, Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
And then they went to a nickel defense, and that's a...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here we go now. Green.
Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Bradford on second down. A dump down to McKinnon. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Green 39. Green 39. Left, 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 left.
Bradford on 3rd and 2. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go now.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now Ryan on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Coleman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. 4th and goal, pounded it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through. Touchdown. I love it.
And out now come the Vikings. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
Now McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
3rd and short yardage, Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Bradford. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, it's back. Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's brought down after a good gain. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 59 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On second down, Bradford again. And he comes back with one complete.
Brandon Cordero Patterson is one of the most exciting players in the NFL with the ball in his hands. He's been an elite kick returner since he came into the league. They're now starting to really work him into the offense, and it's paying dividends for the Vikings.
Really, they are working him in. Week 7, season highs with 7 catches, 67 yards, and the Vikings' lone touchdown. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he puts it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start.
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
McKinnon cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards on the ground. They come out here in the eye. They run it with McKinnon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down.
Green.
On third down, Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Bradford to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. Well, I want to ask you while we've got a window here about the games you've called the last 3 weeks. In Detroit, Matthew Stafford. You like what you're seeing from him in the Lions, aren't you?
I do, and I don't think anyone can even snicker anymore if you say MVP next to Matthew Stafford's name. 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the year, 68% completion percentage. How about the last 3 straight wins, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He's playing at the highest level he's played at in the NFL.
And all 4 of those wins against the Bears, Eagles, Rams, and Redskins come from behind fashion. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Freeman again. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They come up in an offset eye. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now out come. They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
To throw, Bradford. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. A dump down to McKinnon. That one good for 15 and a 1st.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to speed things up here.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing, Bradford. Going to throw right side here, complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Cordell Patterson, 39 yards. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. inside the 10. 23 yards on the play.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Green,
in motion, Patterson.
Green, 39. Left.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
In motion, Patterson. On 2nd down, Bradford again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Bradford on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long for Bradford. Dancing to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, That just tears up the script.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A second down throw for Bradford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and it's third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow.
Desperation time. Bradford on fourth down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory.